Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the IAA and the AAA international driving licenses. That is the International Automobile Authority and the American Automobile Authority. Both of these organizations issues licenses, and people believe that you can drive with these licenses in Vietnam. Is that true? Well, the short answer is no, definitely not. They're not accepted in Vietnam. And if a police traffic cop pulls you over, asks to see your license, and you show them an IAA or an AAA international driving license, not a 1968 international driving permit, then you're going to be treated as if you don't have a license, and you'll be fined, maybe worse. Now, the main reason I'm making this video today is because there's a lot of misinformation from tour and rental companies. There are some tour and rental companies that are agents for the IAA, and they insist that it's valid simply because they're issuing it, they take a fee for issuing it, and because in the paperwork of the IAA, it states that Vietnam has signed the correct agreement. In the case of the AAA, people tend to get this one online and they feel that it's valid for Vietnam, but it actually isn't valid at all. So just be aware that the only way to drive legally in Vietnam as a short-term visitor or as a tourist is to have an IDP 1968 that's also valid to go along with your valid home license for the kind of vehicle that you're driving. Unless, of course, you have a license from one of the ASEAN member countries, and we've got a video all about that. You can see the link in the comments below. So if you are caught driving without a license, you're going to be fined 2 to 8 million dong, and of course, your insurance isn't valid. So if you do have an accident and you try to make a claim, if it's checked very carefully, then your insurance company won't pay out. That can be a real issue. There are several legitimate sources where you can find information online stating that the IAA and the AAA are not valid in Vietnam. We've got links to those in the comments below. We have them both in English and in Vietnamese, so you can take your pick on those. So you might ask yourself, which nationalities of people can legally drive in Vietnam on a 1968 IDP? Now, to find out if you can get a 1968 IDP, the easiest way is to go to the Wikipedia page and look for IDP International Driving Permit, and you'll see on there that there's a list of countries and jurisdictions that have signed the 26, the 49 and the 68 agreement. Obviously, if your country has signed the 1968 agreement along with Vietnam, then your license will be valid here. If in the case of countries like Singapore, America, New Zealand, Australia and many others, your country hasn't signed the 1968 agreement, then it's virtually impossible for you to drive here legally on your home license. You'll have to transfer this license to a Vietnamese license, but to do that you'll need to be a long-term resident, or you could use an ASEAN license. Lots of people will tell you, don't worry about it, the police in Vietnam, they don't check, or if they do check, then you just give them a couple of bucks and you'll be on your way, no problem. But unfortunately, that's not really the case, and things are changing really fast. So since January the 1st, 2025, there's been a massive increase in the cost of the fines. So like I say, if you're driving a small bike, 125cc, then the fine is from 2 million to 4 million. That's around 60 to 120 US dollars. If you're driving a larger bike over 125cc, then the fine is between 6 to 8 million Vietnam dong. And that's between around 250 to 350 US dollars. So it's quite steep. If you're lucky, you might meet some friendly cops. They don't speak too much of your language. They're not that interested in fining you, and they just let you go on your way. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get fined. And worst case scenario, if you're in an accident, it will automatically be your fault for not having the correct license, and then you'll be liable for your costs, your injuries, and the third party damages and injuries as well. If the third party suffers serious injury, I think 50% or 60% or more, then the local police here are obliged to prosecute you. You'll be detained pending trial or resolution of the case. So that can really upset your travel plans, and it can be really expensive, not to mention mentally stressful. So don't be fooled. Tour companies, rental agencies that tell you, don't worry about it, you're not going to get pulled over, you're not going to get checked, or many people drive here without a license. Others that say, it's fine, hey, just get this IAA license, it's accepted throughout the country. Well, it's not. All of this is not true, and so just be really careful, do some research, get in touch with us if you want more information about this, because there are individual circumstances that might change things, so you can check with us about that. We're happy to help you out. Don't forget to like, share, and get this content spread across the internet so that we can help people and fill in the gaps in their knowledge. Until then, drive safely.